We there yet?
Just a little longer, my friend. Tell me something, though. Do you really think you'll find what you're looking for way out in these parts? The odds seem a little slim to me.
Odds don't exist in my line of work. Understand me? If it's out there, we're gonna find it. My name is Earnest Evans. Back home in the States, I have a bit of a rep as a treasure hunter. Right now, I'm in southern Mexico in search of a 1,000-year-old statue of the Earth goddess Coatlicue.
We're here. Watch your step.
The Necronomicon. An evil grimoire written all the way back in the 8th century. Most adventurers drool over a score like that. As a rule, I never take clients, but this time, I made an exception. I'd be lying if I said the book never sparked my interest. I want to see it with my own eyes. That said, curiosity doesn't pay the bills. My client this time around? President of the United States, Calvin Coolidge. Why he would want a dusty tome beats me. But the plane is about to touch down in Peru, and I've got a job to do. Step by creaky step, I crossed the bridge to the holy temple of the wind. The Peruvian sun beats down on me and burns my skin. It doesn't want to let up. Even worse, it's about to get more dangerous. Darkness looms high over the Temple of the Wind. A darkness that bares its fangs like a viper. Hey, you alright? Wake up!
Who are you? The priest, is he?
I stopped him. You're safe now. Take it easy. Now listen close. I'm here for a large book. Have you seen one?
By big book, do you happen to mean this? Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Siegfried Munchausen. I'm aware that you're after the Necronomicon, but this just so happens to be the grimoire my employer desires for himself. You'll have to forgive me while I deliver this to Al Capone.
Al Capone? What the heck does a crime lord like him want with it?
Who's to say? He never shares his reasons. An ancient text riddled with evil. Mr. Capone will surely be pleased with it, no doubt.
Boy, I oughta. And right when I was about to snag it, too. I'm sorry. I never caught your name. I'm Earnest Evans. And who are you?
Annet. You can call me Annet. I am a priestess. I have a sacred duty. One I would give my life for. To seal away the Necronomicon.
Annette said a lot. It wasn't long before she was crying. Hard. Until she was worn out. What a joke. The best treasure hunter in the States, and I couldn't even find the right words to comfort a girl. So, I took her with me. And together, we left for Europe on the plane. We'll get answers once we catch up with Siegfried. Still, there's one thing I do know. No matter what, I will stop Al Capone. And once I do, trust me, I'll happily put him in his place.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Ernest, please! Don't just stand there, we have a duty!
Come on, Annette. This is Europe. A gentleman must always make time for a lady. How may I be of assistance, mademoiselle?
But sir, shouldn't you be resting?
Please!
Don't you worry about...
Ernest, no!
So, you actually found it, did you?
What did I tell you, Ulrich? Don't underestimate me.
I would never. Why, I knew your boys had it in them from the start.
So you say. All that matters is that we now have the means to control Europe. I can almost taste it.
It's as you say. Once we hold the Necronomicon over the Hockenkreuz, the rest will fall nicely into place for us.
What other mighty terrors lie in wait, ready to grant us power from the nameless mists of Europe?
Ulrich. He's the man trying to revive his Dark Lord. Well, that's what Siegfried said after he found us anyway. I was already getting sick of this guy. But hey, he offered to help Annet and I escape. And all we had to do was return the favor by helping him stop Ulrich and Capone.
But isn't Al Capone your boss?
Me? Serve Al Capone? Employment is one thing, but I can't let just anyone take over the world. He'd spell the end of humanity.
You're an interesting guy. I'm game. Once we bust out of here, head straight for my place. We'll meet there. I left with Annet. We'd catch our breaths on a flight to the Gobi Desert. But Capone's men weren't about to let us go. During our getaway, Siegfried helped them off for us at the risk of his own life. It was almost noble. But only he knew the secrets of the Necronomicon, and without him, we were lost. We know so little about him, and yet we have no choice but to trust him. For all I know, Siegfried and Annette's powers could be the keys I need to solve this mystery once and for all. Sure looks like it. I lifted the discolored slab, brushing away the dust coating its forgotten surface. It was there that I found it, an ancient metal lying just beneath the surface. It exuded an ominous aura, sinister and thick. All right, here it goes. I'm going to pick it up now.
Just be careful.
Annet, watch out! Don't do it, Annet! Annet! Hey, you okay?
What? Where am? What on earth just happened to me, Ernest? Huh? Why do I have this?
Annet had no memory of touching that metal, the Elder Sign. I could only assume Annette's inherent priestess powers triggered its mysterious abilities. The Elder Sign shocked the daylights out of me after just touching it. Does this thing have the power to discern who is and isn't allowed to hold it? As for the slab... wind? One of the glyphs here translates to wind. It's too dark in here to read such a faint carving, but it could be an incantation. At the very least, Capone will want to get his hands on the metal. There might even be a chance he'd trade us Siegfried for it. But first, we need to figure out what it says. Wait a second. Annet, do you think you could read it?
Yes.
I went to save Siegfried, and took the Elder Sign with me. But that Capone, he was waiting for me when I got there. We had to take a swim in the ocean to get away from the hail of machine gun fire. Now, don't get me wrong, it's every man's dream to be a dashing knight and save a princess, but there ain't nothing romantic about getting shot to Swiss cheese. Thankfully, the two of us made it to the shore. And finally, Siegfried told me something useful. The location of one of Capone's hideouts. A surprise visit from the world's best adventurer was the least I could do to repay the warm welcome Capone so kindly gave me. Of all the hideouts Capone had across the globe, some were more secret than others, like his villa in Mexico. It was practically bursting at the seams with juicy, incriminating evidence. Bingo. It was a gold mine. The feds would be chomping at the bit over it. There was no getting Capone in cuffs without it. So here I am again, back on Mexican soil one more time. Hot wind against my face. Capone captured. The top headline on every front page on every newspaper in every state. Just as planned, that evidence we found cracked the Capone case wide open. Hey, Annette, have you deciphered that slab yet?
Yes. The incantation is a sending spell for the Dark Lord Haster.
A sending spell? For a Dark Lord?
Specifically, it's a spell to seal him in another dimension.
Well, lucky us.
Annette, about that spell.
Yes. I think I can recite it.
Off again. Sieg suggested we take a raft and ride the river all the way down to the temple.
Why are we going so fast? I thought you said this was safe!
Don't blame me! How would I know how fast some river current is? Besides, I thought you adventurers liked surprises.
Would you two just shut up?
Look out!
Good grief! We're gonna die out here!
At this rate, I'll be shocked if we don't!
Okay, guys. Ready?
Is Haster really gone?
Doubt it. A whip ain't enough to take down the Dark Lord of Wind. That'd be too easy.
Get ready, something's coming!
Your turn, Annet. Hurry!
That thing is getting closer. You need to do it now!
But I...
Just believe in yourself. You have an incredible power that none of us can even begin to comprehend.
You are the only one who can stop this, Annet.
I can do this. Oyai, como, ba, mo, itu, ve, pa, kothon, na, maru. Oyai, como, ba, mo, itu, ve, pa, kathol, na, maru. Return to the void between worlds.
The temple! It's collapsing! Excellent work, Annet. You sealed Haster away for good.
So, Haster. Think he's really gone?
How's the grimoire? Then the world's in good hands. Right, Siegfried?
Where'd that guy run off to?
Really? After all we've been through. Ernest? Thank you for getting me through this. I wouldn't have fulfilled my sacred duty without your help.
What's your plan after this?
Don't have one. But I won't trouble you any further.
You know, I am taking applications for an assistant. The more experience, the better.
Huh? Do you mean that?
I do. And if you feel the same... Save me from myself and help with the housework. I can't even crack an egg right.
With all due respect, I don't have trouble believing that in the slightest.
Hey!
I accept. Starting today, I'll be the best assistant ever. Okay, Ernest?
Yeah. Well then, let's get on home.
Right. So, how do you take your eggs?
Oh, let me think about that.
I'll get you, Evans. Then again, that thing with you could be of great use to me.
The Necronomicon. A terrifying power. America has no need for this demonic thing. Not now, nor in the hellish wars that may yet await us. If you're gonna be an adventurer, you've got to learn to put the past behind you where it belongs. And by doing so, face your future freely. Are you ready?